Hey there. Well, it's been a minute, I know, but David and Charles gave me this new book, New Ways with Crochet. They said, take a look. I said, okay, so let's take a look. David and Charles, I love them, and I'm excited that I get to see them. In October, we're going to the Rhinebeck Wool Festival, and they're going to be there, and I'm super excited. They came out with this brand new book. It's coming out September 16th. So it's just on the cusp. It's called New Ways with Crochet, 50 Innovative Crochet Stitch Patterns and Projects. Anytime I could find something new to do in crochet, I'm all about it. So let's take a look. This is by Olena Fatova. I love David and Charles, love the way the books are constructed. So crocheting is just at the tip of the iceberg, she says. It's taken on a craft of a specific path, but we're talking about some new stitches, techniques, and aesthetics, because crochet is just not just your grandmother's sport anymore. And it's really kind of gravitating towards a younger audience, which I'm thrilled. I mean, I'm young, so I'm coming up on a birthday. Okay, so let's talk about this book. So we talk about chapter 1, it focuses on the fundamental stitches. Chapter 2 introduces colorful dynamic designs. Chapter 3 takes you into the world of flowing water. Chapter 4 delves deep into organic textures. Chapter 5 concludes the journey with bold and striking crochet cables. That's interesting how that's a little bit of an intro on the chapters. I haven't quite seen that before, but I like that. Some simple stitches. It's the cobblestone stitch, the sandpiper stitch. Okay, the twisted eyelet stitch. That's pretty. A lacy, airy fabric, perfect for lightweight, breezy projects. The rope ridge stitch creates a thick elastic fabric. Wow, the double dash. These are stitches I literally have not seen before. The V-ridge stitch. The twin leaf stitch, the ripple texture. We've seen something pretty similar to that. The evening star, the marigold stitch. Wow, okay, so we're getting some stitches that I have literally never seen before. The daydream shawl, ooh, that's pretty. With a beautiful, they're using a variegated yarn. They used a Malabrigo sock yarn. Always love to find new uses for my sock yarns because I don't like to put them in my stinky shoes. I have got some gorgeous Malabrigo Anniversario. I think I have a few. Gorgeous. That would be absolutely beautiful. And there's some couple different stitches going on in here, giving it some beautiful texture. I like we just jumped right into patterns. Love that. Right triangle. Oh, and then this is a linen stitch variation. Raised double crochet. Gorgeous. Love that. Love that. The linen rib stitch and the diagonal drift. The arrowhead stitch, the vine cable stitch. So here's what I'm also noticing. It looks like we went from kind of those earthy colors to like kind of like leaves, trees, plants, that kind of a thing. Almost like we're going from the ground up. I don't know. It's just me looking at that. What do you think? Sweetheart stitch. That's very pretty. Simple color work creates a playful grid and tiny hearts, perfect for heartfelt projects. The dotted stripe stitch, the flame stitch. Ooh, wow. I think I've got some yarn in my head. Now, obviously with these, they're using two solids and then mixing them together to get that really interesting color definition. Very pretty. This is the golden hour. So they're using it almost as a mosaic kind of a look. Lovely. Really pretty. So I've got some solid yarns that would go very nicely with that. I like the stitch definition. So she must be using some kind of a cotton or a wool. Let's see, what is she using here? Does it tell you? Malabrigo sock. There you go. Yeah, there's your wool. And then she used it in the natural and then in a color of frank ochre. But you can see the weight and how it's giving that really nice stitch definition. That's beautiful. That would be a really lovely piece. Okay. This is texture lace and color work. I love this. This is kind of that wave stitch. This is nice with the openings with the holes in it. Mini eyelet ridge. Ooh, that's pretty. Open ridge lace stitch. Large bold eyelet nestles between rows. Simple crochet ribbing creates a generous open texture that's full of fun. Daisy chain ridge. Full circle ridge. I'm in love with this book. Pea pod ridge. Water lily. You know, I recently went through my books because I thought, I've got so many books for crochet and for knit, and a lot of them have the same information. So I went through each one of them and I was like, which one do I like the best? Which is the most thorough? And I just did a destashing of my books. I sold them on thrift books. But I can't sell the ones I get from David and Charles, and the books that are like this, the newer books. I can't. And this has so much information. Look at the nuggets in here. Drop by drop shawl. Gorgeous. So she looks like she's using Malabrigo through the entire book. Perfectly fine. Love Malabrigo. It's a wonderful yarn. Superwash merino wool. And then she chose, looks like Gingy and Under the Sea. So the Under the Sea, is that a variegated? Or no, she used 3 different. So she used Under the Sea and then something called Clan. So you got the dark, the light, and then it's beautiful. It's sand, it's ocean. It is just speaking to me. Good heavens. Love the charts. Always love the charts. Wow. Now here's something, a single ribbing variation, extended single crochet 2 rows below. So we love that when they do the drop stitch down. Love that look. This is called the grass stitch, the fine linen rib stitch, a bold linen rib stitch, a flowing linen rib stitch, lantern stitch. That looks like it's going to have a lot of like give, kind of like a honeycomb. And she says it's a petite honeycomb like this one. Oh, look at that. The cables, the ribbed lantern cable. Yeah, these are some gorgeous, gorgeous stitches. To me, this looks just like knitting stitches. Look at that heartstring shawl. So beautiful. She uses Malabrigo Arroyo in DK Weight Sport in the following shade, Cereza. Very artistic, very artisanal looking. I can't do videos. I just need to go and create. Cable crochets. Crochet cables are interesting because for so long people said, well, there's not, you either do it in knit, but you can't do it in crochet. And I beg to differ. I mean, look at these gorgeous cables. You can absolutely do that in crochet. This would be gorgeous if you wanted to do just like a headband. I mean, that swatch is one thing. I would just make that into a beautiful warm headband. Twisted or tight twists. Oh, the techniques in here are fascinating. Look at how she just braids that through. A single cable with 2 waves. If you want to step up your crochet game, this book is really going to do it for you. Traveling vines, and these are not complicated stitches. They're really not. And you're like, yeah, sure. They're not. It's just a matter of, I think, it was a little bit easier in the beginning, but once you get going, like, look at those gorgeous braids. Double cable consisting of 2 single 2-wave cables, each with 2 ridges and 11 stitches per arch. It's bold and richly textured, ideal for statement pieces. Again, I would just do, if you have some gorgeous yarn that you only have 1 skein, because I thought you could afford because it's expensive, make something like this, a gorgeous headband or a cowl. And this has some, whatever yarn she's using here, has some variegation in it. Just gorgeous. Malabrigo and the Anniversario would be gorgeous. I think you'd want something where you could really see the stitch definition. So as long as the stitch definition wouldn't get lost in the yarn, I think you're good to go. Morning Mist Shawl. Beautiful. Look at that. So then again, she's using the Malabrigo Arroyo. superwash merino wool in Peggy. She used 3 skeins of something called Peggy. I haven't seen it. Might need to go shopping. I'm going to be going to the New York Wool Festival, Sheep and Wool Festival, and I know I'm going to be finding some gorgeous yarns there. And I might have to come back with this. I really don't want to hold off on doing stitches out of this book. I might have to hold off, but maybe I'll just kind of dabble a little bit. Unbelievable. Wow. What a special, special book. It says, take your crochet skills to the next level with the Stitch Directory. 100%. This book, New Ways with Crochet, is awesome. Thank you, David and Charles, for introducing me to this new little obsession. It is available September 16th. You know this is going to be on my bookshelf.org, bookshop.org, bookshelf. And you can find it there. You can get it on Amazon. But I'm telling you, bookshop.org is my new favorite go-to. I absolutely love it. And this book you're going to love. I promise you. Take a look. It's from David and Charles. It's coming out in September. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains. Please share us with your friends. Go ahead and like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. That's all I ask. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I'll see you soon.